Yeah, no kidding, right? Look at this.
Oh, it gets good.
All right.
We're live, right?
Yeah,
we are live.
We're going.
What's up, guys? I'm Megan.
Coach Josh.
Coach Scott coming at you here. Welcome to T3. In light of everything that's going on, we're going to have a little fun. We're going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to have a little bit of a boxing workout. Of course, most people are going to be working out in your living room very similar to what we have here, so we're going to simulate the exact same thing here. We're going to take advantage of a couple little household items you might have to be able to use. If you don't have them, that's okay. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to warm up real quick. 3 to 5 minutes, we're just going to get the blood going a little bit, stretch a little bit, and then we're going to learn a new dance. Learning how to box is like learning how to dance and ride a bike at the same time. So once you learn how to ride a bike, you have that muscle memory. You don't need to relearn it, but you need to learn those steps first. So we're going to dance, have some fun, throw some punches, and of course, stay on by all the rules that are out there. We're not going to actually make contact with each other. So first and foremost, what we're going to do is we're going to just start jumping rope. Just start jumping rope. Get the blood flowing a little bit. Good. What's that? Well, it's good news. You don't have to be that coordinated. So the big thing is just get the heart rate going a little bit. Good. If you have a jump rope at home, feel free to go ahead and use it. Just be nice and light on the feet. Some things you're going to hear from me a lot today is you're going to stay light. You're always going to be on your toes. You're going to breathe out every time you make a movement, every time you punch, every time you jump. Good. So now we're going to go into some standing lunges. Right foot, left foot. Right foot, left foot. Breathe out every step.
Hey, it's boy.
A little bit slower.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's easiest.
Good. Some body squats.
Yeah.
Teaching
And then jump rope again. It is Friday. That's right. Yeah. Woo! What a crazy week. Double up. If you can do it, go ahead, double up. There you go. I like that. And lunges again.
Josh, I see you were celebrating Flex Friday, Courtney. With your no sleeves.
Joining the cutoff squad.
And back to body squats.
Nice tank top, Josh. Sleeveless gang.
Looking swole.
Like had to. It's Friday, baby.
Yeah, it's about time.
And let's go ahead and stretch a little bit. Put those feet together, legs straight. Touch those toes if you can. Don't make fun of the old man that can't do it. Just get heart. Center. Right. Hands to the right. Left. Both if you can. Alright, we're going to do a little bit of a wrestler stretch right now. I don't know if you guys do this very often. We're going to stretch our necks out. We're going to walk our hands, put our head on the floor, and roll the head forward and backwards. Try to touch your nose. Try to touch your right ear to the ground. And the left. Stand up again.
Oh, this is a wrestler. See, that's why.
That's right. Try to touch your nose, your right ear, and your left ear. Now, we're going to take our right foot, put it under us, right knee under us, left leg out straight. And move along the pole. mats. All sorts of crazy shit. And we're gonna switch.
The mat. That's better.
That's the mats.
You can't use those right now.
No, we need that later. And we're gonna sit back with both heels down. And head seat. Right in the middle. And to the right ankle. And both. Put the feet together. Right leg over the left. We're going to turn to the right. And switch. Okay. Last but not least, we're going to lay on our back. We're going to bring our knees up. And we're going to try to rotate, move ourselves in a bit of a circle.
Oh, fun.
And then back the other way. Just up lower back. And relax. All right. Use your practice. Maybe the position you actually be able to pop up and do all sorts of drills and stuff like that. So, all warmed up, ready to go. So we're going to learn how to box. Learning how to box again is like learning how to.
Dance and ride a bike at the same time.
Very good. Who here is right-handed? Two right-handed. Okay, perfect. Learning how to box first thing in the room, so we're going to learn how to stand the correct way. Boxing is all about movement. So, I'm going to have you guys face me, which you already are. And for those of you at home, feel free to go along with everything that we're doing here. If you are left-handed, you want to switch everything to the opposite side. So, we're going to learn how to stand correctly. So what we're going to do, have you guys keep your feet shoulder width apart. Actually, we're going to face this wall over here. Feet shoulder width apart. Nice and comfortable. You don't want to be too far or too close. You see some fighters, they might open up a little bit. Just nice and comfortable on your feet. And we're always going to be on the balls of our feet. Quarter turn. Face this wall over here. That's roughly right about where you want your feet to be. You want your front foot facing forward like a sprinter, because that's the direction you're going to go. Back foot's going to be sideways. Now, this is the stance for our dance, which we call the Ali Shuffle. Anybody ever heard of Muhammad Ali? The greatest of all time.
Cassius Clay, baby.
That's right. He was the greatest of all time because for two reasons. He had you beat before the bell rang, but for a big man, he could move. So we're going to talk about movement today. So we're going to have our left leg forward, our right leg back. We're going to have our hands up, our chin down, and our elbows in. And one thing you're going to hear from me a lot, even though we're boxing, is relax. Can't be all tensed up, so nice and relaxed. So we're going to be on the balls of our feet, just lean in and lean out. Good. This is our active rest for the Ali Shuffle right here. Every time you lean forward, breathe out. Every time you lean back, breathe out. You want to keep breathing. Keep breathing. Good. This is our Ali Shuffle. This is our active rest. So, keep doing this. Keep doing that. There are 3 L's in boxing. This doesn't mean loser in boxing. We want to stay light. We want to stay lean. We want to stay long. By staying light, we're going to be up on our toes. So if your heels are touching,
I feel like we should like be in here and here or something. Like that.
actually, so if you guys stand here,
No,
I'll
but you're
stand
not
here.
behind me, directly behind me. Cool.
That's fine. That'll work. Okay. Good. So, hands up. We're going to stay light. We're going to stay on the balls of those feet. Don't let those heels touch. Good. Stay light. We're staying lean. What do you think that means? Anybody know?
Stay lean.
Yes.
Not fat. Stay shredded.
That's not all correct. But for boxing, what I'm going to mean is I want to be able to turn and I'm going to lean. Megan, right?
Megan.
Megan. If Megan's standing in front of me right here, this is my target. If this is your target, what happened to your target?
Wait, I'm sorry. Repeat that.
If I'm standing in front of you, this is your target.
Yeah.
What happened to your target?
You gotta lean.
You got one right in half. So you want to lean that shoulder forward. Very good. So stay in a stance. Lean that shoulder forward. Good. Breathe out every time you lean forward. We're going to stay light on those toes. We're going to stay lean by leaning that shoulder forward. By staying long, we're going to stay tall. For those of us in here, it's a little bit easier said than done, but we want to be nice and tall. Because if I'm short, and if I'm moving in, I have stuff I'm going to be running into, knees and punches and uppercuts. Good. Keep doing that. So the number one punch in all of combat sports, anybody know what that is?
Yeah.
Correct, it's the jab. You can do the correct hand with that. The jab. The jab sets up everything. The jab sets up power punches. The mixed martial arts sets up kicks, takedowns, everything. So since we are right-handed, which hand do we jab with?
Left.
Correct. Left hand. Some rules. So start throwing that left hand. Breathe out every punch. Keep throwing. Keep throwing. Keep punching. As we punch, some things we want to remember. Number one, you always want to breathe out. Let that energy out.
I'm not good at the breathing thing.
Let that out. If you don't let that energy out and you throw a punch and you still have that in there, that's when you get knocked out. Good. Rule number two, palm is always going to be down. We're not punching this way. Palm down. Very good. Breathe out every punch. And rule number three, we don't want our arm to be fully extended. Why do you think that is?
Because then you break it.
That's correct. You can hurt yourself, but also, if my arm is fully extended and I touch Josh, there's no power behind that. You want that arm to be slightly bent. So when we punch, breathe out. Keep punching, keep punching. Number one. Keep going. Good. Put his hands up. Stay light, lean, and long. Good. Back in our stance. Keep moving.
Oh,
The number two punch is known as the
cross.
Cross. Power punches. Again, that jab is going to set up my distance to set up my power punch. Exactly. Our power hand is which hand? Right hand. So, what is the most powerful part of your body? Your hips. So if we're going to generate power into that right hand, what do we need to turn? We need to turn our hips. How do we turn our hips? Correct, turning our foot. By turning our right foot, that power is coming up that leg into that shoulder for that punch coming out. So go ahead and start throwing that number two. Turn that right foot and throw. Keep throwing. Good. Breathe out. Keep throwing that number two.
Now, when we do this, are we planting and then?
Nope. Just throw. Nice and light. Remember, nice and relaxed. Good. Same rules apply when we throw the number two. You want to breathe out. You want that palm to be down. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Back in the stance. And now, we're going to throw a 1-2, which is a
Jab cross.
jab cross, also a left-right. Correct. So when we throw that 1-2, what I want you guys to get in the habit of, actually, come over here. What I want you to get in the habit of is when we throw that 1-2, we're going to step in, with that left-right. Practice that. 1-2, 1-2. Step in. Good. Now don't lean too far into it. Good, good. Nice and relaxed. Keep throwing. Stands up. Good.
Yeah, keep that.
Okay. 1-2. Good. Now hands up, stay in our stance. So now we have our 1-2, our left, right, our jab cross. Now we're going to talk a little bit of movement. You guys are going to move with me now. So keep the hands up, keep moving.
I have flat feet. Moment.
That's okay. When we move forward and backwards, it's going to be very important which foot's going to move first. If we're moving forward, which foot's going to move first? Anybody know?
Wait, when we move forward, which foot is it?
That foot's going to move first and we're moving forward. The reason why, if we're in our stance here and I move my front foot, I'm low, I have knees coming at me, I have uppercuts and everything else coming at me. Remember, light, lean, and long. So if I'm going to move forward like this, I haven't changed my stance at all. So what I want you guys to do is practice, take a step forward with me. Go with me. Just practice moving forward. So now, we're in our stance here. If our back foot's going to move first when we go forward, which foot's going to move first when we go backwards?
Right.
Exactly. Front foot. The exact same reason. So we go back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Practice that a little bit on your own. Move forward, back, forward, back. Good. Keep those feet close. Good. So now, just relax with me now. So what we're going to do, stay in your stance. When I move forward, you guys are going to move back. When I move back, you guys are going to move forward. Because if we're in the fight, we can't fight this close. We want to be able to make sure we use that distance. So, we're in our stance. I move up, you guys move back. I move back, you guys move up. Good, back in our stance.
Did you do some calf raises or something?
Don't worry. So, we have our forward, backwards. Now, we're going to move left and right. When we move left and right, the back leg is always going to move first. So I'm moving to my left, moving to my right. Moving to my left, moving to my right. Left, right. Just practice that. So when you're going to move with me, I move to my right, you're going to move to your left. I move to my left, you're going to move to your right. Good. I move back, you're going to move up. I move up, you're going to move back. Good. So now show me a 1, 2. 1, 2. Up. Back. Left. Right? Good. Now stay in our stance. So now, we're going to have some defense coming your guys' way. Punches will be coming at you. So we have our 1, 2, forward, backwards, left, and right. If I throw a jab or a cross at you, the most common form of defense is what's known as a slip. Very slight movement. If I'm in the fight with Megan, even though we're not going to be touching each other here today, what she doesn't want me to do is miss by 3 feet. She wants me to miss by about an inch or 2. Why? Yeah, because you can touch me back. Right. If I'm all the way over here and you're all the way over there, you can't touch me. So, when we slip, it's a very, very slight movement. All we're doing is bringing our elbows down to our hips here. So we slip. We're going to be slipping to our right first. Right, left. So we want to breathe out with that. Just practice that. Slip, slip. Good. Good. So move back. Up. 1, 2. Slip. Slip. Left. Right. Slip, slip. 1, 2. Good. 1, 2. Good. So now let's stay in our stance. So, you guys stay in our stance. So what we're going to do is we're going to practice this live. I'll have you go first and you go second. So you're going to emulate what we're doing, and you are actually going to get hit. So the cool thing, if you have a pool noodle at home, or you go out and get one for $1, cut it in half. It's a great tool to use not only at home in times like this, but you actually use it with fighters all the time. It's going to simulate getting hit without really getting hurt. So we're going to be in our stance here. You're going to move with me. So I move forward, you're going to move back. I move back, you're going to move forward. Here's the number 1, punch it. Number 2, so then, what we're going to do for you to slip, you're going to slip to your right, slip to your left, and then we're going to move forward, back forward, move to our left, move to our right, slip. That's right, slip, slip, 1, 2. Slip, slip, 1, 2. Right, back, up, slip, slip, 1, 2. Now switch, you come up here with me. Yeah, move over. Just so we can get practice here.
Yeah.
So,
That's a good thing.
I'm moving forward, you're going to move back, back and move forward. So we're going to slip to our right, slip to our left, and 1, 2, 1, 2, good. Move to your left, move to your right, move back, move up, slip, slip, 1, 2. Slip, slip, 1, 2. Good. So we're going to move a little bit more. Slip,
I'm
slip,
dancing, guys.
1, 2. Good. And switch on Josh. Same thing. So now, again, you're correct. We're learning how to dance. We're riding a bike at the same time. So we're going to up the movement a little bit more. So now, we're not going to be standing straight. If I'm going to move this way, you're going to turn, you're going to face me. If I move this way, you're going to turn and face me. Good. Good movement right here. So we're going to add a little extra defense. Add some extra movement to this. So we have our 1. We have our 2. We have our slip. Our slip. We're also going to add a duck. Exactly. When we change levels, we don't change levels with our head down like this, because you're going to run into me. Exactly. We're going to change levels here. So we have a duck, a slip, 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 slip. 1, 2. Duck. Good. So then you're going to move with me now. Good. Relax. Slip, slip. 1, 2. Slip, slip. 1, 2. Good. 2. Get out of that punch. 1, 2. Slip, slip, 1, 2. Slip, slip, 1, 2. Good. And you're up. 2. Slip, slip, 1, 2. Slip, slip, duck. There you go. Good. 1, 2. Relax. Breathe out a little bit more. You're right. You do need to let that energy out. You really have to let the energy out, because if you don't, you get hit. So you get knocked out. Slip, slip, 1, 2. Good. Duck. 1, 2. Doing great. Slip, slip, 1, 2. And switch. Alright. Now we're going to up it a little bit more. Just like anything else, you want to amp it up a little more to see how it reduces. Nice and light. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. Duck. Duck. Slip, slip, 1, 2. Duck.
Yeah.
2.
That was a good duck.
1. Duck. Duck.
Josh is out here.
So nimble.
Out
Slip,
here.
slip, 1, 2.
Because he's in a tank.
When are we going to get him in the ring?
Because he's in a tank.
Duck. Slip, slip. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. Duck. Duck. 1, 2. Duck. Good moving, guys. Good moving. Come on. Duck. Duck. 1, 2. 1, 2. Duck. Slip, slip, 1, 2. Slip, slip. Good. Duck. Keep it out. Duck. 2. 1. There you go. Relax, relax. Breathe out. 2. 2. That's right. There you go. 1, 2. Duck. There you go. Now we're moving. Slip, slip, 1, 2. Good. Up. 1, 2. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to amp it up a little bit more. Now, I'm not going to call it. Because in boxing, it's not just what you're seeing and what you're hearing. You want to be able to react. So again, you're actually doing exactly right. You want to stare right here in the middle of me. Because a lot of people, they want to look right in the eyes. If you're looking at me right here, you're not going to see that. If you're looking here, just like you're firing weapons, center match, so it'll look right in the middle. So you guys are both doing great with that.
That was pretty good. Thank you.
Now you're just going to move with me and react.
Josh.
That's so angry. Couple times.
There you go. Now you're looking good.
Wait, so did you say he's not gonna tell us?
You gotta react.
It's all right. Nice job. That's what it's all about. React.
Lather.
Very
We're
good.
gonna lather.
Again, like I say all the time, if I put up a number 1 and you throw it 2, go ahead and throw a right hand. If you knock him out in the fight, I'm not too mad at you. All right, good.
Oh,
Flip, duck.
I don't know, man. Rocky folks.
Good. Relax,
these
good.
doodle things are weird. It's different than gloves.
It is. We go faster. 1.
Do it again. Let's go.
Oh.
So slip, slip, duck. There you go. 1, 2. Good. Again, we talk about the energy you have when relaxed. You're nice and calm and relaxed all the time. Good. Look at the best fighters in the world. They're just looking at this, reading the newspaper. There you go. why I don't feel bad about the noodles.
Hey. The noodle to the noodle.
Gotta get his colors and move out of the way.
See where your feet are? Oh, good. There you go. Now we're up. Nice and relaxed. It is a little goofy to get used to them, but we actually big noodles we use for kicks at each other too. Flip. Good. Yep. Much more relaxed. Here's a little taller. Good. Good. Slip one, two. Yeah. And relax. All right.
Oh.
What's next, Doc?
What we're going to do. So now, I want you guys to each put on one of these. Ooh. Hook your feet together.
What is it?
What we're going to do is we're going to strap your feet together. This is, you can get these at any dollar store. Actually, I think these are like $3 a piece. What this is going to do, it's going to teach you guys a couple things. Number one, it's very, very hard to be short. We talked about saying light, lean, and long, like even that last round where you had. A lot of fighters that don't like us, we want to try to be short to the ground anyway. But this is going to help you keeping those feet apart. And this is also going to be able to help us. We're going to do one more drill here at the end, and we're going to switch stances real quick. So, we're going to be in our stance with our left leg up, or so our left leg forward and right leg back. So all I want you guys to do is we're going to practice the same drill, except you guys are going to be doing nothing but ducking the whole time. So, what we're going to do is you guys are going to be, what's that?
Nothing.
Well, I'm just going to go nice and slow, but the point is, as I'm moving around and going nice and slow, what I want you guys to do is practice keeping in that stance, keep those hands up. You don't really need to worry about moving forward and backward too much. What we want you to focus on is staying here and changing levels without changing levels going like this. Exactly.
Just want this up and down.
Yep, just move forward. You can move around if you want a little bit. What matters to me is just keeping your hands up. You guys are just going to change levels. Just change levels as this comes around. Keep moving. Keep moving. Change levels. Hands up. Change levels. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. Around a little bit. Good. Those hands up. Keep doing that. Now, what I want you guys to keep doing that is also I want you to add a little bit of. You guys ever heard the term shadow boxing?
Yeah.
Okay. Shadow boxing came from the term back when we didn't have lights and mirrors and windows. People would actually light fires and watch themselves box. What I want you guys to do is you're going to be moving around, moving forward, left, right, throwing some punches, throw some punches, move around, shadow box. Breathe out every punch. Watch out for the duck. Nice and light. Lean that shoulder forward. Don't stand too straight too much. Good. Move around nice and light. Good. 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 Keep moving. Good. Nice. Light. Drop the duck. And back in your stance. So now, what we're going to do is one last drill. We're going to focus on what's called sugar foot, switching stances. Reason for this, keep your stance, keep moving. It's for guys like me. I'm a southpaw, but I teach a lot of Orthodox people. So my natural instinct is to want to fight this way. But I can teach how to fight this way. So what we're going to practice is switching our stance. When we switch our stance, what we're not doing is hopping. We're not doing that. You almost want your toes to just glide across the floor so they're barely even touching. By switching stance this way, you're going to have an extra momentum if you're switching from power punches to power punches. Again, I'm a southpaw fighter, so if I'm fighting this way, I'm fighting orthodox. What I want to do is I'm switching, throwing a power punch here, and then another power punch by backing it up. So I want you guys to practice it first. Actually, go ahead and stand next to me here. We're going to be in our stance now. What we're going to practice is just switching our stance. When we switch, we're going to switch to the other shoulder forward. And switch. Nice and light. Keep practicing that. Move. Those feet barely touch. There you go. Just glide. Move. Good. Move. Back in our stance, get in our regular stance. So now, what we're going to focus on is this last drill. Last drill, we're going to be in our orthodox stance. When we switch, we're going to switch, and we're throwing a right hand, and then we're going to throw a left hand to follow it. Exactly. So we're going to go nice and slow. We're going to use the noodles first. Is that right, left? Yeah. So I'm going to be with you in stance. So I'm going to switch at the same time into a right, and then follow up with left here. So then we're going to stay in our stance this way. We're going to switch with a left, right. Your left leg should be forward. So we're going to switch with a right, left. Good. Now left, right. Good. Right, left. Right, left. Good. Now practice it on your own. So now with me, in our stance. So what happens is, I'm going to switch. We're going to throw a right and a left. Good. So now keep the other leg forward. So now, this is an awkward thrust because we're orthodox. But from here, we switch into a left, right. Good. Right, left.
Wait a second, let me start.
Start a regular space. We'll go right, left. Good. Left, right. Okay. Regular stance. And go right, left. Good. Nope, just keep that foot there. And left. Right. And right. Left. And left. You got it.
So I think an easy way for me to think about it is same as like in my normal stance. That jab's coming first, and I just only do switch up my jab.
Yeah, essentially what you're doing is you're throwing two power punches. When you see people that get knocked out with a jab, Stipe won the title with a jab going backwards. Anderson Silva knocked out Forrest Griffin going backwards. Those people that knocked him out with jabs, that's not their weak hand jabs. That's a right hand jab going backwards.
Yeah.
People that are right handed.
Ah.
So what we're
I'm
doing.
left-legged, so that's why I
Correct.
like this
So one more
one.
time. We're going to be in our regular stance here. So the way to remember is whichever foot is back, that's the first punch that's coming up. So we're going to go right, left. And here we're going to go left, right. Right, left. Left, right. Right, left. Left, right. So over here, we're going to go right, left. And then
Okay, wait, never mind.
we're going to go. And then.
There you go. There you go. Okay.
Almost got it. Okay, almost done, guys.
That was good.
Down a little bit. So, here we go. So we're going to move a little bit, but we're going to switch stance. So we're going to be moving, essentially we're going to combine everything together. So we're going to be moving around. We have our one. Nope.
I'm left
We have
here.
our one. We're just being our regular stance. Yep. We're going to have our one, our two. We're going to have our duck.
I'm
We're
ready.
going to have our
Left
slip.
hand, I throw them all.
Our slip. But when I say now, drill. So when I say now, we're switching here. Good. So now we're going to stay orthodox. Or sorry, southpaw. Then we're going to go now. Bam, bam, and go back to here. Takes a little time. You guys just sit for a second, and we'll go, and then you'll get around, and then we'll close out. So, here we go. In our regular stance, stay light, mean, and long. You hear me say all the time, nice and relax, relax. Your last round. Good. So 1, 2, good. 1, 2, good. Slip, slip. Duck. Go. Good. So now we're going to stay southpaw. Go. Good. 1, 2. Duck. Slip, slip. 1, 2. Go. And relax. Good. Make sense?
Good.
Very good. What you did right there is very important. You weren't thinking. If you're in the middle of the fight and you have time to think what's happening, it's too late. You were reacting. You did a very good job. So same with you. So beat yourself up, nice and relaxed. So we're going to move. Here's our 1, our 2, our duck, slip, slip. Good. So then move with me. So when I say go, we're going to go right hand, left. Good. And then go left, right. Good.
So we are switching.
Yep. We're going to double it up with that. Good. 1, 2. Right. 1, 2. Duck. Slip, slip. 1, 2. Slip, slip. 1, 2. Good. Go. Nice job. And go. Duck. 1, 2. Good job. A little bit more. Duck. 1, 2. Go. Go. Duck. 1, 2. And relax. Good job. One more round each. So we'll call it a day. Good. Same thing. Nice and relaxed. Nice and light. Being long. That was the best round you had right there. Very good.
Woohoo!
Relax. Nice job. Good round. Last round. Here we go. We'll go now. Good, good, good. Relax. Walk in the park. Just beat somebody up. No big deal. Up. Switch. Switch. Very good. Slip, slip. 1, 2.
1, 2.
Yep. Up. Go. Go. Up. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. Go. Go. Up. 1, 2. Nice job. Woo! So take those off. Nice job, guys. I don't know if you guys know this, we just learned a new dance today. It's called the Ollie Shuffle. Again, learning how to box, like learning how to dance and ride a bike at the same time. Great job today, guys. We're going to cool it down the same way that we started up. We're just going to start jumping rope a little bit. Start jumping rope. Good. Now again, just like anything else, the last couple rounds you guys had this turned off and you guys were reacting. Very good. Very good.
It takes me a while to get warmed up for this kind of stuff. Like I have to I feel like my warm-ups are like 30 minutes long. You know what I mean? Like I can't, or not at that point here where I can see that. I want to be.
Well, a lot of times when we'll train, we'll go 2-3 hours for that same reason. I'll get an hour to really kind of get into it.
Yeah.
Just setting lunges.
But this is awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. But for everybody at home to be able to bust a sweat, have some fun. Pool noodles are pretty easy to find. Of course, you always want to make sure you want to wipe everything down when we're done, just like we did before. And some body squats.
My quads look good, Eric.
Yeah, not bad. That looks good now,
Can
yeah.
you see the cut? Right? You roll it up a little bit.
That's better.
You see that hamstring cut?
Yeah, it looks nice.
I don't know if you're making me mad or inspiring me. I don't know. All right, jump rope again. More time. I guess it's the resident old timer. So
So Scott, what's a little bit of your background, your history, your boxing, fighting, MMA for people at home who might not know?
Well, I grew up here in Lorain County. Wrestled for Wellington. Wrestled for Pitt. And we do some more lunges. I grew up on a wrestling mat. I was assistant coach at Wellington for a few years. Body squats again. I coached a year at Utah State. I spent 4 or 5 years coaching with Pitt Elevated out in Utah, where we had an Ultimate Fighter winner, an Ultimate Fighter runner-up, and we'll call it a day with that. So,
Wow.
Killed it.
nice job.
Yeah.
Great job, everybody. Thank you very much. Check out Fighting Shape. We're going to be here once everything gets back to normal. We'll be here soon. And of course, if anybody at home has any questions, all anything that we can do for you, don't hesitate to ask. Great job, guys. Thank you.
I see ya.